What is going on, fellow collectors, fellow gym rats? Today we have probably my most anticipated figure of the year. You guys ready? I'm not sure if you're ready. Maximum Series Hulk, baby. Woo!
I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Let's go! I'm so hyped for this, man. Like, I don't care what people say. I've never had a Hulk. I've never had a single Hulk. I'm so hyped. I literally was waiting all day at work. I was so anxious. I was ready to leave work. I was so ready. And here he is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here he is in the box. Look at those heads. I like this one the best. A lot of people don't like this one. I actually do like that one. I like the cartoonish style. But you see the box here on the front. We got some comic art here. Got the Maximum Series Hulk right there. I mean, it's the same body as the other ones. We'll get into that later. You got the effects, all that. Yeah. Top says Maximum Hulk. Side has Marvel Legends, and then a Hulk picture on the side there. Really sick. Other side, another picture of Hulk. Really cool. On the back, you got him doing the thunderclap. That also looks really sick. Got the bottom, don't choke on stuff. And yeah, that's the box. Let's break this bad boy open. Y'all know the drill. Fig accessories first. Alright. I did break him out of the box. He is the best figure I've ever had. I'm just saying it. He's the best figure I've ever had. Let's get to the accessories first. Let's start with the head sculpts. So here's the first one. We got my favorite, in my opinion. The more cartoonish. I forget what art styles these are in. But don't mind the band-aid, by the way. Cut myself opening the box like a clumsy little 2-year-old, bro. Oh my gosh, I just love that head sculpt. I don't know why nobody else did. I'm putting them on the shelf like that, 110%. Next we have a screaming, like angry, kind of like the screaming, you know. Really sick. You can really see those eyes. They're like bloodshot, man. We have 2 clapping hands. These are apparently new to the whole Hulk thing. We have 2 fist hands. You know, can't have a Hulk without those. We got the new, like, motion kind of effects. I'll use these in the posing. I'm definitely going to do posing on this one. We have the actual, like, clapping, like he's putting his hand together, you know, kind of like that. Boom. Mine has some, like, it didn't even paint. It's more like it's inside the sculpt. Like, however they painted it or, like, whatever they did, it didn't, like, go all the way. So that's, like, bubbles. Kind of sucks, but it's alright. And then I think this is really cool. I think it could use some, like, paint, but it is like a rocket. You can take the flame out. These are 2 pieces, but if you kind of squish the wires together on the side and then kind of just get it in there like this, you can put the rocket back together, make it a full rocket again, take the flame out, make it a neutral rocket like you already ripped it, and then boom, the nice little sound. There it is. Yeah, that's all the accessories. Now let's get to the freaking figure, baby. And here he is, out of the box. The beast himself, Hulk. Are you guys seeing this right now? I can't be the only one seeing this right now. Look at this Hulk, man. I don't care if you're a professional reviewer or whatever, bro. This figure is fire. I don't care if it's a bunch of reuse. I've never had a Hulk, like I said. Like in the Amazon haul video, if you guys watched it, go check it out. I said I've never had a Hulk, which I've never actually had a Hulk. Like, I'm being so real on that. I've never had a Hulk in my life. Nothing Hulk. As a kid, I was never a Hulk fan. As I grew older, I became a huge Hulk fan. Just look at him. He's beefy, man. He's got muscle. I mean, like, dude. Here's that other head sculpt, the kind of like grinning. They're all in different person's art style, but he's got a nice little fade on that head sculpt, kind of like the, he's more fancy here. Hulk got a nice cut. I like the more like scrappy kind of Hulk look. That's why I like, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. That's why I like this one better. It's just like, I think it just looks better. Me personally. I'm actually going to switch some of the heads real quick so you guys can see it on the body. Also, the dumbbell is really constricted. You can see here the like whatever kind of vinyl this is. They said it's like a vinyl. Also very squishy. I like watched reviews. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a harder kind of plastic. It's gonna be hard to push in. No, this is like a really easy to squish in, like malleable plastic, like vinyl or whatever. But you got a little dumbbell, the new dumbbell they do. Let me switch out some head sculpts. There's my Hulk right there. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's badass. So there's that head sculpt on him. The head sculpt looks really good. It's got the same kind of shading. I like the huge teeth, the over-exaggerated teeth. I really like this art style. It's a really nice one. And then we're gonna move on to the screaming head. And there's that screaming face, like he's just screaming. Really nice. This is probably my two favorites. Awesome. I wish they would have painted the inside of the mouth though, like finished painting it. Kind of sucks, but yeah, it's supposed to be maximum in a way, which I guess from coming from a person that hasn't had them, I think this is awesome. But like, probably coming from an actual collector standpoint, like a really like hardcore one that's been doing it since the beginning, collected every Hulk, they probably are getting tired of it. Yeah, you got the hands, feet. Let's get in closer on this chest here. Like I said, very squishy. It is newer than the other ones. I'll put an image here. It is newer than the other ones. But here, and the feet are new. But the legs, waist, lower abdomen, the abs, the hands, the arms, all reuse. All been used by different Hulks. But it's okay. Really nice shading detail. I do not like over here, though. The shading literally just, like, lines off. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if we can zoom in on that arm. But the shading literally just shaves off right there. Let's see if we can... There we go. You see it. Slight gripe, like other Hulks I've heard of and watched videos. They did not finish painting the withering we have at the front on the back. Like, come on, Hasbro. That's just cheaping out on us at that point. Like, how hard is it to use barely a little bit of paint to just fill in that? All right, let's move on to articulation. So, his head can look up. Oh, without popping off. Give me 1 second here. His head can look up that far, which isn't awesome, but it isn't bad. Can look down without popping off. That's going to get annoying. Can look down that far with the, like, soft, like, chest. It kind of can, like, squish in. So, he's looking down that far. Good. Really good head tilt. Look at that, man. Really good head tilt. Turn left to right. You know all the drill. So, now we're getting into the new maneuverability stuff. His arms can move back this far. It is on a regular, like, butterfly. His arms can move back that far. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not super duper cool, but pretty good. Back to normal. So, it's literally like one click back. That's still good. But then the real main event, him going forward, let's see. Dude, that's actually crazy. Look at that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get his arms out, and we're going to see if they can touch. Dude, no problem. Look at that. That is just like, that is awesome. They need to do this with most figures, man. Ab crunch, kind of mediocre. It's a single, like, on like a dumbbell almost. It's on like a single joint, so boom, side pivot, down that much, back that much. Not awesome, but still good. Bicep cut. I wish they would have changed the arms on this. Kind of sucks. Arms can go out to pretty much parallel. Single jointed elbows. Wish that was changed. Hinge at the wrist. Your usual. Legs can go out that far, up that far, back not far at all. Double jointed knees, no calf cut. It is all reuse. And then you got the forward facing rocker for ankle pivot. And then you got that new articulation for the Hulk there. Overall, articulation is the basic Hulk as I've watched videos on. Boom, there's one pose right there. Kind of just like starting up. He is getting hard to stand while, like, posing him if you're not standing him up straight. Okay, so it's all just about, like, a balancing game. There is going to be kind of a gap, but it does create, like, a cool effect there. I mean, okay, yeah, that's going to get annoying. I'm never going to pose him like this. Yeah, you kind of just gotta, like, balance it in there. Probably my favorite pose I've done. Boom, looks like he's catching the rocket. Oh, yeah. That's how it's done. Let's get on to height comparisons. So I have a figure down here that I used in my Amazon haul video. Kind of just sized them up while I was in the box. I think this is called the Assassin Spider-Man. Something like that. Spider-Man that shoots guns. Yeah, here he is. Compared to that, it's about your average size Spider-Man. So, nothing too crazy there. But there he is next to that. Let's get the Thing over here. I have a Thing action figure. I've always been curious, how big is the Thing compared to the Hulk? Because I know in some comics, the Hulk and Thing are the same size. And then in others, the Thing is, like, super small compared to the Hulk. So, let's stand him up straight. I'll have to repose him. It's okay, though. He's not that hard to pose. Because, like, this Thing, here's the Thing. You're welcome. But the Thing figure I always thought was humongous, man. I always thought this thing was gigantic. But we're about to see just how much they scale up. I can already tell it's tinier. Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah. So the Hulk trifles over the Thing. No difference. Oh, my gosh, no diff. Like, it's a whole, like, oh, my gosh. But here he is next to Cyclops. I'm still keeping him in the pose because I don't care. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, huge figure. Now onto the rating. I rate this figure a 9.5 out of 10 on my scale. This is a very controversial figure. He's my first Hulk, so I'm gonna rate it high. It's my favorite figure on my shelf. 110%. 110. Yeah, rating it a 9.5. Only thing is, like, the paint apps. Come on, Hasbro. Get with it. Come on. You don't have to cheap out that much. But if you guys did, please comment, like, and subscribe. Tune in for more reviews, more hauls. Coming up, me and Scotty are going on a huge 3-day kind of just boys weekend. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go see Superman. We'll give you guys our review. And yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.